We are fresh off a week. Elor Machitado were playing in African competition. The Grootman is a competition. Mara gents, Hona led into another competition. The Kawatile Maratla Fisha go on because Kibata Ribuega. It's a long lofuno. Monnapule Saleng Hopola High. Why are Shapa decided to gonna go on?
No, Saleng is a Orlando Paris play. He's been loaned to go Obi. So I think Uta Hake Namo standing. I want us Chabasa.
Oh, Mapagani.
Yeah, he was creating protocols.
Yeah, also Santos Pomega observe all protocol observe.
Yeah.
And not only that, I mean, Lufuno, he's got a goal. Surely this time around, I mean, none of the pressure the best player in the team.
I think the coach was trying to get the best out of him, you know, to push him. To say, look, we're expecting more from you. Yeah, a goal is a goal. Let it offside, but a goal is a goal. Take it.
So, looking at Richards Bay, I mean, we spoke about, when the season started, we spoke about the fact that these guys might actually struggle. Because the sponsor there, we want these guys, but we're qualified. Mara, it seems like the mandate has changed. Mamposa?
Look, the way Richards Bay are, the way that they've set up in terms of how it is that they want to play, you can't be whereby you don't know. Is it the owner speaking? Is it the sponsor speaking? Lines have to be clear. I'm the sponsor, therefore I care about marketing, I care about branding. I cannot speak about things that are on the field. But also is that there's a lot of, and I think Richards Bay are very naive in terms of their bench. Because when you look at their bench, their technical team are guys who are still trying to find themselves in the PSL, the co-coaching that they've got. That plays a big part in terms of how do you set up, how are you able to then move forward. Because ever since, if we're being honest, ever since Vusi has left, there's no solid way that you say they've won 2-3 games in a row. It's just, can we figure out this game? We didn't. Let's go figure out the next one.
Yeah, and what we need to add on when you look at Richards Bay, how many key players that have left Richards Bay? You know, if in Tsundwana, your Figueiredos, these guys, Mbutuma, these guys were key players for, you know, when you're looking for goals, you will look at this trio that, you know, Mbutuma can come up with something, Figueiredo can make things happen. Tsundwana was always busy.
And they get a player up top, forward.
Yes. So, exactly. So, you know, who replaced them? You know, it's very, very difficult when you are fighting for survival all the time and you lose the best players and then you don't really get, you know, suitable replacement. You will keep, you know, every game becomes a struggle.
Mamposa, that win, it was very important because equality gap, it brought them closer to Richards Bay. Is this a position that the Richards Bay didn't want to find themselves?
Look, I think the one thing that's very clear from Orbit is that forget top 8, forget anything else. The first priority is to be able to survive the first season. You've just got to be able to say whatever it takes, keep close with those, because anything, when you play against each other, then you cancel each other out. You are able to then say you are in with a fighting chance. So for you, you cannot afford to lose track of what's happening above you. And such wins go a long way into making sure that you are there.
Another team that's down there, Mopela Bonabo Richards Bay, Magesi. And we spoke about their home record last week. But the
one thing about Magesi that we need to give to them, either it was ODG, and now it's Maduka Bo. When it comes to Sishiho, if you want to survive in the PSL, you need to win home games.
So recredit groundsman.
No, but we have to look at the community as well of Sishiho that have embraced the team. To say when the team is playing there will be supporters that are pushing the team. You know, they've taken the game to the people, and the people have responded. The stadium itself, and if you look at that pitch itself, they are able to lock you down. They have mastered to play in that pitch. They will put you under pressure until they get what they're looking for, which are results.
You know what that pitch reminds me of? Remember the Mel Park Stadium where Vets used to play?
Yeah.
It was small, it was compact, and you had to be able to say,
never be that tennis court.
Hey, Chief, if you kick too hard, it's out the other side from a goal kick. But now what Magesi has done, they're using that to their advantage. You will even hear opposition coaches going to the media saying this ground should not be played at. It's not. Chief,
Ronnie, they gave it a thumb.
No, did you complain before you went?
That's why.
And you complain after you you've lost, you take it, just accept the loss.
It's very important. And for me, because I relate very well from Limpopo, teams used to hate to go to Thohoyandou Stadium because even if you go to the days of Imbabala, teams never wanted to go to Mthatha. You create such kind of environment when the teams, when they have to come there, they know they have to fight to get the points.
Maybe they're surviving, but cheaper is there. They down there at the bottom. And I mean, losing against the people, as Mamposa said, losing against the people, it is advantage. Why via Raimani Mamposa?
No, Zamai. Zamai. 105 games.
But that appointment was always questionable.
Look, I think the one thing that happens with Cheaper this season, the losing of Padella, whatever the differences were, put them on a back foot because they were not prepared to go find a new coach. So everybody's going to be coming in and wanting to be able to patch up and be able to. And now they're going to that cycle of, our coach Alufun, come back. Our coach Cox. Word in the street is coach.
Because you buy so many people who trying to recycle it.
Half of the PSL can be recycled back to cheap.
But then now, what happens now with the new coach? The coach complained previously saying, how professional, whatnot. Have things changed? I mean, everybody know that these slides, sporting director.
Yeah, but one thing I'll tell you, the chairman doesn't play. The chairman can put a serious letter now.
But the chairman in compensation.
The fact of the matter that the chairman wants to save his team. If it's one thing that the chairman
does not mess around with
about his team. If he thinks things are going west instead of going south, he makes a decision now. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it recycling, whatever. He wants to save his team. That's what the chairman...
You see, Lufuno, and Chipa is very clear.
Yeah.
I am not leaving the PSL because of you. If Cox, you are the problem, we will move you.
You will get some...
Because, and that's the thing that is very consistent about him. If he doesn't wait for 10 games too long, no. He makes decisions now and is able to then say, but the way it is that, and I had thought that with the sporting director being there, they were starting to look a certain part. But clearly there were personality issues. Because even with the game, I guess
I was getting tackled in Bombay.
No. I mean, even with the game against Sundowns, which they drew with Sundowns, you could see, okay, Cheaper's gonna be, and they had put in so much work behind the scene. We've got to give them credit for that. And anybody that comes now, they're probably praying for that international break yet December to be able to then say, I will have a mini pre-season. That's the only way. So it's between now and then, how do you survive to be able to then hopefully Panase Vuta can be able to fix it.
But if there's one team that is not looking at surviving between now and then, games, but you win. Man get a ball.
Exactly what I said. If you master to get the points at home, the same as what we spoke about Magesi, Amazulu, they're doing exactly that. That when they can struggle and play for a draw away, but when they get to play at home, they play for a win. That is very, very important. Because if you look at the points gap, they are not far off from the top teams. They are not far from the top teams. They are grinding result at home, which is very key. And we must give it to Mageta and his team. You know, it's not easy.
So Cox will say the following. All I ask is if you felt the beating, you must respond. Hey, man!
Well, things are looking evergreen for Usutolma Peshankone. And yes, that's where we hold it for now. When we come back on the other side, we'll look at all the teams that took the plane and went and ventured into Africa. Do stay with them, Mzansi Fundis.